Welcome to Games Tech and Geekdom. I'm Ryan. In this Windows Quick Tip, we're going to be setting up shortcuts to a quick key. What does that mean? Well, as you can see, I've got no icons on my desktop. I actually prefer it this way, but I'm going to go ahead and turn my icons on so I can show you what I'm specifically referring to. So let's go ahead and turn those on, and I can see my desktop icons now. So let's say I want to launch Spotify, but I don't want to actually have to double click on the icon or go to the start menu and find it or any of those other things. I want to just quickly launch Spotify. Well, I can actually do that right here. I can take the shortcut for Spotify, I can right click on it and go to properties. And right here where it says shortcut key, I can create a shortcut key. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to hit S on my keyboard. Windows puts in the Control and the Alt to append to the S I put in there. If I hit OK, now on my keyboard I'm going to press Control Alt S, and that's going to launch Spotify. And there it is. Spotify is actually up and running. So what else can you do with this? Well, you can actually do all kinds of little extra things. So one example I'm going to use is I'm going to go to right click on the desktop. I'm going to hit new shortcut, and I'm going to launch one of my scripts here. Let's see, add env is what I'm going to call it. So this is actually, the path to this is actually PowerShell.exe, and then I need the whole path to this. So in my case, that's going to be d:/user files, Raya desktop, and then add to user path.env. I'm going to take this whole thing and I'm going to put that right here. Hit next. What I'm going to call this, I'm going to call this add env. You can put a space in there if you want. I just don't tend to do that. And now let's go ahead and modify that for a shortcut key of E. I can hit Control Alt E, and there it goes. It launches that script. Now, why did I have to type all of this? Why did I have to do everything of the PowerShell? Well, a script isn't going to run direct like that. In fact, if I double click on it, it just opens up for editing. So I had to tell it what program was going to run that script, in this case PowerShell, and it launched it right away. What if there's other things you want to do? Let's go ahead and create a new shortcut for restarting my computer. So I can type shutdown/R/T. And just because I don't actually want to restart my computer, I'm going to put this number at ridiculously high, 90. So what this is saying is I want to run the application that actually shuts down the computer. It's called shutdown.exe, but I want to do it with the restart command, and I want to do a delay of 90 seconds. If I was actually to do this, I'd probably put in something like 1 or 5 or maybe just even 0, so it's instantaneous. But the timer, it does actually need the timer. Again, I'm going to do 90 seconds so I don't actually shut down my computer. I'll hit next, and we'll call this restart. And I don't like that icon, so I'm going to go back into properties. I'm going to change the icon. It's going to give me an error. I'm going to say, yeah, I don't mind. And here's all the default icons. So I'm just going to pick one of these that I think looks good for a restart icon. And I'm just kind of looking through everybody. Yeah, it's refresh, restart, good enough. No problem. We'll do that. And while we're in here, let's go ahead and say R for restart. So Control R, hit OK. And now, if I hit Control R, which I'm not going to do right now, it's going to restart the computer. Now, why am I not going to do that? I'm recording, and we'd restart. So instead, I'm going to prep something. Yeah, that'll work. That's shutdown abort. So now I'll hit Control R. It's going to warn me that it's about to shut down. I'm going to hit close to that. I'm going to hit OK there. That aborted the restart, and everything's fine. So now my computer's not going to restart. So as you can see, you can do that in a lot of ways. But the cool thing is, let's say you don't want to see this. You want this one hidden. You want your other ones there, but I don't want this one. Come here, right under General. So again, I right click, Properties, General. I click this hidden button and hit OK. Now I'm showing hidden files on my computer. So real quick, let's stop showing hidden files. And hey, it's not there now. Can't see it. But guess what? It's still there. It still works. And it's still ready to go. The other thing you can do is like I did, where I can just get rid of all my desktop icons, and yet those shortcuts still work because they're Spotify that I launched right from there. Now this is limited because some applications actually do use those Control Alt keys. In fact, the reason I'm on my desktop computer, my gaming computer, versus my normal video capture computer is because my normal video capture software uses all of those Control Alt keys and was interfering in my capability of doing that. So it is somewhat limited. The best long-term answer is to modify that environment variable as I showed in a previous video, which I'll put a link to that video in the show notes for this one, or use the script I made that does that, which I'll put a link to get that script, this one right here, right in the show notes as well. So that's the better long-term option because from that solution, I can simply type the word Spotify into the run command and get what I'm looking for. But those are just different ways to accomplish the same goal. The easy way is exactly what I showed you, where I can just Control Alt S for Spotify because that's what I've assigned it, and there it is. That's it. So if you have other things that you actually want to learn, if there's information that you think is too simple for someone to actually show you, or you got something more complicated you want to see, just put a comment down in the description. I'll take a look at it and see how easy I can make your life, because that's just fun for me. Thanks for watching Games Tech and Geekdom. I'm Ryan. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.